Hello, my name is Kelsey Urias and this is my application video for the position, the CT position in the Sacramento area. On this video, I'm going to cover the 3 different questions and hopefully keep it under 4 minutes for you. So anyway, the first question, what does 21st century learning mean to me? Well, for me, the 21st century learning is ever progressing. If I think about what has really changed the lives or is a huge influence on the students that we now have, it without question is the technological advances. You find kids these days creating things using media, music, images, art, words, videos, things of that sort. After they're done creating them, they ultimately want to share them. And they are able to do this using the instant communication that we now have available at our fingertips. So when allowed to freely explore all these different options and avenues, they are actually learning due to interest and not necessarily force, which is a really good thing. I do think we should use curriculum. I think curriculum should be kind of a jump start into more of the project-based learning that should be going on, especially when you're being homeschooled. You have that option to learn more so based on your interests and develop those tools that you need in order to really master what you wish. So yes, curriculum is definitely still important, but I do think it needs to be a marriage with the 21st century learning that we're really now coming into. Because if you think about it, 100 years ago, there was no need to really dive in deep and go into the ins and the outs of computer programs, of marketing strategies that there are today, of technology, really. But, I mean, what a disservice that we would be giving our generation, this upcoming generation, if we hold them in the past and aren't actually incorporating all the things that will make them successful in the next century to come. So for the second question, what does 21st century tools, what tools would I be using to enhance teaching in a non-classroom environment? Well, again, we are living in such a fast-paced world, but with that comes really the benefits and the luxury of having the technology and computers and media right there for us. Being that I would be more of a facilitator of education for students, it allows me to tailor my suggestions based on the particular student that would ultimately be able to reach his or her specific needs. So a couple of resources that I actually have used in the past. One, I mean, even though little guys, they can't necessarily, put together full-fledged video productions, they still actually in the standards have technology standards to meet. And I've used what's called spellingcity.com. It's something that a homeschool parent can use. You simply put in, 10 to 12 words at the beginning of the week. Student goes in, learns how to log in, plays a multitude of games, takes about 15 minutes a day, learning the vocabulary, how to use them in sentences, that sort of thing, but all on the computer. Whereas not too long ago, back when I was in 2nd grade, it was write the words 3 times each, circle the misspelled word, put the words together, but it was all pencil paper. So things have definitely took a turn for more fun. Then I have used Discovery Streaming online, which is great for any science that you might want to look up. For visual learners, this is outstanding because they're really able to feel what is going on in a specific circumstance. It can be as easy as an animal report, physical science, it could be chemistry, it could be really anything. But things like that are great tools to have. Actually, there's a math lesson or program, excuse me, that can be used where, say, a student has advanced to a section of math where it's just too hard for the parent to do. They can't get to a math class. The math class has already started. It's full. There's some reason why you cannot actually get the outside help. Well, you can actually go online and for certain curriculum, watch a teacher in a classroom teach step by step the actual steps that you would need for that particular lesson. So it's almost like being in a class while you're at home. There are things like that that I've learned to use. Also, art lessons sometimes are kind of hard to come up with off the top of your head. However, there is a great site, it's called Deep Space Sparkle, and it is sorted by grade level, by occasion. These are art lessons that teachers have used in the classroom, and they work. and it gives the parents very detailed step-by-step clear instructions, and ultimately uses materials that you already have pretty much in your probably household: the pencils, the markers, the crayons, the paint, and the construction paper. So really, really good resources, and that's only to name a few. So I would be able to suggest things of that sort, and definitely, you know, more depending on what the specific need is. Let me go ahead and my last question. Why do I feel I'd be a good fit for Visions? I believe I'd be a good fit for Visions because I simply believe in homeschooling. I graduated high school through Horizon Charter School, and therefore I was able to witness firsthand what a charter school program and education can do for a specific student. And it really, really helped me in my education, college career, the whole 9 yards. I feel that I'm an advocate for parent teachers. I strongly feel that they know their kid better than I do. And with that, with me being more of an assistant, in combination, we're going to be able to actually give the students that enriching education that they deserve and that they need right in their own home. So I'm excited about that. In addition, I worked for Visions last year as a vendor. I was a math tutor, and I really liked the feeling of seeing the family every week, building that that bond and that relationship with the family, and seeing the progress from beginning to end of a single student was just extremely rewarding. So I hope to be a part of Visions so that others might actually see my passion for parent-driven education, and that others might be inspired as well. Thank you so much for your time. I hope I met the time requirement. I hope to hear from you soon. Thank you.